How you doing? Pastor J for the Biomed class, and I'm going to perform a few calibrations on the Gomet. It's an aspirator or suction machine. So I'm going to perform this continuity to make sure that the cables are working. Those are some of the problems that could go wrong with this type of machine. I have my first lead that's working. That one's working fine. Check the ground. Ground is working. So we have good continuity with our power cable. You also can check your outlets to make sure that you have power. This one. I don't have to do that. Perfect. I get nervous around those parts. Anyway, going to our machine, I'm looking in the inside. You notice it's quite simple. You have your pump. You have a small gauge inside. You have your switch, and you have your visual gauge on the front. Also, you have a series of vacuum hoses on the inside. You want to make sure that those vacuum hoses are not dry rot. From looking at this machine, it's a pretty old machine. These hoses are dry rotted a little, so that could cause a whole lot of problems with your suction. If those hoses are cracked and there's any kind of cracks or holes that's going to the inside, you can lose suction pressure there. So what I want to do is I want to give a little test. I have with me a cup of water to see how well this machine is working when it comes down to the suction. So I make sure that my gauge is all the way to the negative to decrease. And then I'm going to turn it on. You can see nothing's happening to the gauge. It's not really doing anything. If I stick it in a cup of water, nothing. It's barely even working. So from there, you can test it. You can stop that, go to your hose here, and find out if it is. But you want to be careful, because if you suck up too much water, it goes into the filter here, and that is for your overflow. So I'm gonna just tap it in the water very lightly to see what's going on. All right, we got suction. So what does that tell you? That will let me know that there's some sort of problem going on with the internal system. That will let me know that somewhere in the system it's being compromised. It could be from the vacuum hoses on the inside of the pump that's causing it not to get suction pressure. I'm going to blow this out there. And that's letting me know that the vacuum is working fine. It's working. Do a visual inspection of my canister. That's another thing that could go wrong that we generally don't look. Maybe it has a seal here maybe the seal is bad, that it's not sealed enough, but as you can see, it has cracks inside this canister. That could cause it not to have the suction pressure that you need to get the proper vacuum. So we know that from that's a problem. I'm going to go ahead and plug it back up and see if we can't get it to work. I'm going to go ahead and hold some of these holes on the canister. Still not really vacuuming well, so this could be compromised, but we can further investigate by checking the inside of the actual pump and check some of these hoses. So somewhere in here we have a problem with the vacuum. So what I'm going to do is increase the volume of suction. Still nothing is happening. Increase anymore, the gauge is still not moving, the water's still not moving. I'm almost to full vacuum and I'm still not getting anything. Now it's starting to, I hear the change. You can hear the change in the pump. When it starts working more, you see the tone of the pump change. And I hear I'm getting about, I would say 2. I'm getting about 2 on the gauge. Lets me know it's doing something, but I'm still not getting any reaction. You see the water's bubbles are going slowly up to the canister, so you know you're getting vacuum. I'm just not getting enough here to get the water out of the cup. Now it's going up. You can see where it's going up now. But when I decrease it, it stops. So that's letting me know a few things, that this system is compromised somewhere. To find it, I would go and change all of these hoses. I would, just to be on the safe side, I would change all of these hoses in here and make sure that they're working properly. And I would change this canister, because the canister has plenty of cracks in it that will majorly stop from any suction, any vacuum. Because you have to have a completely closed circuit in order for this vacuum to work. Any holes or anything is not going to get any suction. So we know we can do that, and that would probably solve our problem there. This machine also has a lubricant container. The oils, we would go back to the manual and check the specifications for the lubricant that we can add into here. It has the muffler to, make the sound less, make the noise less. You don't have that much noise with the muffler on there. And it's a pretty simple system, and that's pretty much it for that calibration. The calibrations are simple also, being that